well done on your decision to get more information on how to improve your relationship. Now, the Imago Getting the Love You Want Couples Workshop is an excellent place to start. This 3-day workshop will help you to make a big mind shift. And the mind shift I hope you're going to make, that I will help you with, is that the problem is not your partner. It's also not that you are the problem. It's also not that your marriage is the problem. Your marriage is not a problem to be solved. Your relationship is not a problem to be solved. Something much more is busy happening in your relationship than to try to identify what is wrong and what is the solution to your problem. There's something more, is that we want to be in an intimate, committed, long-term relationship because we want to feel and express aliveness. Aliveness itself is the purpose of relationship, not the trouble, and not the problems and not the solutions to the problems. Well, it's there, but it's all there. Not that this is the big focus, but the big focus is what is necessary for the two of us. How do we need to relate? How do we need to connect? What's the quality of relationship that we need to have? How I need to be, how you need to show up so that we can express our full aliveness. This workshop is about that, to have a mind shift away from what is the problem to what is necessary for life. Now that mind shift will change everything. The way how you relate, the way you talk to each other, the way you listen to each other, what your children will see when they watch you, and what they will learn from you about love, everything will change. In fact, it's not just your marriage that will change. The way you relate at work, the way you relate socially, the way you relate to nature, the way you pray to God, relationship will change. Now, one of the big ideas, you will see that's my first thing that I'm going to start with in the workshop. My first question is not going to be, what's your problem? That's not the question. The first thing that I hope you're going to get in this workshop is that the way you perceive reality is how reality is going to show up. The way you choose to perceive your partner is how your partner show up. Let me put it in another way. You are a relational being. We as humans are relational beings. And what that means different than things, stuff, like chairs or a rock or something. What's different from us and dead things is that we as living human beings have an impact on each other. Let me say that again. You have an impact on your partner, and you can choose your impact. If you realize that I have an impact on my partner, and my impact is my choice, and you can choose your impact, you will create a different reality. You co-create a different reality together. Let me use an example. If I look at my wife, Anita, we are now 32 years married. If I look at my wife, in a way that I think, do I need to live with you? What trouble are you going to make today again? Or you are boring, or I don't have time for all of this, or you are over-emotional and kind of resistant and absent and not in the mood of engaging. If this is how I'm looking, if this is my kind of way of relating to her, I have a certain impact on her that will bring out a certain part of her that is over-emotional, that is absent, that's passive, that is non-sexual, that is cold, that is avoiding, or over-emotional, or over-intrusive. if I choose that kind of impact. But if I can realize I have an impact on you, I can change my impact. And if I can choose, because it's a choice, if I can choose to wake up next to her and think, wow, what a lucky man I am not, to wake up next to such a beautiful, sexy woman. And I have delight in that. When she wake up, she see me. I have not run to the office at work. I'm not lying there staring at the ceiling, thinking, what am I going to do with my life? But I'm busy with her, enjoying her, looking at the eyebrows, looking at the hair, looking at the color of the skin, just looking at how she's peacefully sleeping and waking up with delight. That woman that wake up there is a different woman. There's warmth, there is passion, there is aliveness, there's joy, there's playfulness, there's sexuality. Not because I've attended a workshop or because I follow a set of rules. It's just that I choose to be a different person. I choose to have a different perception about what I'm looking at. And that is amazing. That we have a choice who we are living with by the choice of our perception. I'm going to help you to get a different perception in your partner. Your partner is not difficult. They are not against you. They feel sometimes like that. I must agree sometimes. I also with Anita. We are all human. But you're not with a difficult person. You're not with the enemy. At worst, what is happening is there's a story in your partner and in you that come from early childhood. And we have survived in this world. And because of our survival and because of our pain from the past, we react in a certain way. It has more to do with pain than not loving you. Not loving me is a problem. But surviving from pain is a different process. That needs empathy, that needs support, that needs healing. I'm going to help you. One of the mind shifts is see your partner not as an enemy that needs to be managed or avoided or attacked, but as a very vulnerable person that needs to be held with all the care in the world as long as it is necessary. It's not a quick fixes. To really heal the pain of the past so that our partners can feel visible in our presence, important in our presence, seen in our presence, supported, that they can rely on us, that they can trust us. Also that you can become, that your partner can become that also for you, that both of you can hold each other. So healing is the one big part. The other big part is that your partner is the blueprint for your growth. Your partner remembers something about life, like playfulness, like joy, like calmness, like adventurousness, like sexuality, like emotions, like thinking, like talking, like space, like choice, strength, vulnerability. Your partner remembers something about life that you give up early in your life, and you need to get it back to be fully you. You are each other's blueprint for growth. Now, if you fight each other, you never get your gift and you never grow. But if you can connect with each other, in that connection, that's where the transformation is going to happen. I'm going to help you again to turn back to your relationship, to turn wherever you have turned away from the children, the work, the dogs, the alcohol, the other man, the other woman, your mother, the family, wherever your energy is right now, to turn back and to come back to each other. And in that encounter, how the transformation can happen. And then when the encounter is there, that it's safe enough for healing to happen, for growth to happen, for transformation to happen, for you to happen, for your partner to happen. If all of that can happen, when you heal the pain of the past, you learn to connect, your energy is back in the space with each other, and there's a safe, conscious, connected space, you're present with each other, then love becomes spontaneous. All the things that your heart desire, like sexual passion, trust, joy, deep conversations, good parenting, having fun, space, silence, just to I don't mean that silence where you're ignoring each other, but that silence of just sitting, watching a sunset together. Sometimes you don't even need words, and that's okay. Sometimes you have these intense conversations. Sometimes you are very different, and you even have conflict, but you have tools to work with that. All of that will show up. I'm going to help you to learn to make the mind shift and to learn the skills and the tools how to create all of that. So book for this workshop. This is an amazing process. This is much more than conflict management. That's fine, but that's a small piece. There's something more about the relationship. It's much more than analyzing personality. Also very interesting, but after you fill in the form, what now? This bring in real change. We believe in this work. If I say we, I'm part of an international movement, imago relationship therapy or theory, how to make relationships better, how to love more conscious. That we believe to love and to be loved, and the pain around that is not pathology. You're not a sick person. We are normal people that need to learn the tools, how to love, how to connect. Sign up for this workshop. Let's learn the skills. Let's make the mind shifts. Let's all become competent in relationship, in our relational skills. See you there.